A new day is dawning in Lancaster. City leaders have a vision. They see a day when people will prefer to walk rather than drive. They envision a future where bicyclists can safely traverse the city riding on a network of bike paths. They even see equestrian trails that can double as jogging trails. It's the future of Lancaster. A new day is dawning. For nearly 2 years, the city has been developing its master plan of trails and bikeways, a plan that will one day change the face of Lancaster.
This is about more than just where you put a bike lane or where you put a walking path. This is about creating an environment that's healthier, safer, more economically viable, more aesthetic, and where people feel better about their community.
At the core of this plan is the idea of walkability.
The focus has been in the past to move a lot of cars as fast as possible. And now that's not the only goal that we have for the community. We're thinking about healthier communities, we're thinking about the quality of life in communities, we're thinking about the walkability.
When it comes to health, Valley residents are on the critical list, scoring well below the rest of LA County.
The city has got to become healthier. The reality is we have the highest mortality rate for preventable diseases. Our diabetes rate, our cancer rate, our heart disease, our high blood pressure, you name it. And so there's one way to fix that, and that's walk and ride a bike.
Cities like this one, Claremont, California, are leading the way with design strategies that promote a pedestrian-friendly community. Their #1 strategy, narrow street lanes. Lancaster's city planners are following suit, taking a closer look at something called road diets.
A road diet is when you take the existing road that you have, you don't change the curb width, but you go in and you restripe it. So say that you have 4 lanes, you can make it 1 center turn lane with 2 lanes and then a bike lane. So you're not physically doing anything to the road other than changing the striping to accommodate it and to slow it down.
Narrow lanes also make it easier for seniors and the disabled to safely cross the street. Parkways are also under consideration. The plan calls for adding natural vegetation to minimize water usage. Lancaster Boulevard is the first city project to follow these design principles. The lanes are narrower, the driving speed slower, and people are walking, biking, running, and just plain socializing.
I love this. Downtown Lancaster is the place to be. It's plain and simple.
I think it's nice to be able to hang out and not feel like people are speeding by. You can just kind of hang out and fit with the kids, have some ice cream, go to a restaurant, just walk the boulevard. You don't even have to get anything really.
I love it. It's fun for the kids. I walk here every morning. There's plenty to do, plenty to eat, plenty of entertainment.
Lancaster Boulevard is definitely a big hit, but it's only the beginning. Creating a system of bike paths is an essential part of the master plan.
So the ideal, the vision, is to connect neighborhoods, and as we build out, to continue to connect neighborhoods for biking, walking, and also equestrian.
There are tons of people here that work locally that want to commute on their bicycles but can't get to Northrop, can't get to Edison, can't get to different businesses that are here in town safely. So if they could commute on their bicycles, it would lighten the traffic load here and make it easier and cheaper for everyone.
We need to connect from our neighborhoods to our shopping and to schools and to churches. We need to break up some of these long perimeter walls. Hopefully we're going to be putting in the green bike lanes. We're also going to be adding in some buffer bike lanes to give you that little bit of extra cushion between the bike lane and the car.
Connecting the outskirts of town would be another element of the bikeway network. City leaders are also taking a hard look at roundabouts as opposed to signalized intersections.
What roundabouts do is they move traffic They in fact move it much more efficiently than a signalized intersection. Overall, accidents are reduced from 30 to 40%. The Insurance Institute of America found that really you had about a 78% reduction on average in serious accidents and almost a 90% reduction in fatal accidents.
They also allow us to narrow the street, which can enable us to put in bike lanes, to widen sidewalks, to improve retail districts, and really enhance the community overall.
The biggest attractant to businesses is quality employees. Quality employees will only go to places with great schools, great trails, great everything. And that's why we're building a great city.
Completion of a master plan puts Lancaster in a competitive position to secure federal and state grant money, as well as funding from LA County. Part of that plan includes trails for joggers and horseback riders.
What we're looking at right now is a path that would start on the east side and connect to the northern area and then come back around to the west side.
Recent surveys suggest there are nearly 40,000 horses in the Antelope Valley. Elaine McDonald is a strong voice for the equestrian community.
I want to say how important trails are to getting now. Before development picks up again and builds over the possibility of a network of trails for its citizens. I would really like to see this happen, and there's a good attitude in Lancaster, so it may.
Today, Lancaster's community spirit is alive and growing stronger. One local bike shop owner has been hosting a monthly bicycle ride that now has over 100 participants.
We're not giving a bike ride, we're giving an experience that we can share our passion and get people into it, and hopefully we'll suck them into our addiction and get people to enjoy riding. I don't think anybody's out here because they truly don't want to go to the gym or anything. They just really enjoy being on the road.
If the experts are correct, redesigning Lancaster streets and improving its walkability will translate into higher property values and a lower crime rate.
Because there's eyes on the street. There are people out there walking around, seeing, what's going on, paying attention. You get out and about, and it's really eyes on the street.
It won't happen overnight. It's going to be baby steps. We're going to do this one step at a time, but we have to have the plan in place in order to get the funding to actually do the improvements.
The developers are getting it. They understand the importance of building a community that's livable, walkable, healthy, safe.
I've been out here my whole life, and what I saw 20 years ago is kind of the mentality that's starting to come back around, which is kind of neat.
I think Lancaster is going to be a bright spot in the desert. I think it's going to bloom more than Palm Springs. I think that we are now focused like laser beams on the fact that we have to build a city that attracts the people we want to live here, that we can't chase it any longer.
Redesign studies are now underway. The city as a whole is under the microscope. Getting the biggest bang for the buck is a top priority, but the vision will not be compromised. A new day is dawning in the city of Lancaster.
We worked so hard to get to this point, and now, let's go. let's get it going. Let's make it happen, because I think the community wants it to happen.